Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, I'm showing guys a new secret tower that's been recently discovered in Halo 3 on the mission The Covenant. In fact, this is actually the 6th tower on this mission. Now you may be thinking, wait, there's only 3 towers. What are the 4th and 5th towers? So, this is kind of revisiting a really old video of mine from probably 10 years ago now, or even more than 10 years. But on a mission to Covenant, there's this glitch you can do to get out of the map at the first tower, and then if you make your way to the 3rd tower, which on MCC it's just so easy with the Acrophobia skull, but if you hit a certain loading point and you do this exact sequence that I'm doing, it will spawn 2 towers outside the map here. You can see the 2 towers just floating under the map, and if you reload the previous section of the mission, what used to be called the time travel glitch, also a little throwback on my channel, these 2 towers, you can actually get close to them. And with the Acrophobia skull, you can get very close to it. Because in the original version of Halo 3 on 360, we could only kind of use theater mode to get close. Because, well, these towers are just kind of floating in the distance and can't really get too close in person. But you may have noticed that these towers, on the outside, they look like normal towers. Like the shield towers across this whole mission, but on the inside they actually have error textures covering the inside, which famously was referred to as the DaVinci Code Easter eggs. In this case, these are called the DaVinci Code towers. Now, I was not the first one to notice or find these towers back in the day, like 10 years ago, but it was fun, reaching them, doing glitches and doing videos on them, and just kind of investigating their purpose. But up until now, pretty much every video, every person that's tried this, we've all only been aware of 2 towers in existence. Well, there's actually a 3rd secret DaVinci Code tower, or a 6th tower on the entire mission, and it's right here in that area. So how do we load it? Well, that's actually the really interesting thing, and I'm actually going to cover the whole mystery of these towers in a separate video. So for this video, I'm just going to show you what that tower looks like and where it is. Because the truth is, there actually is no way to load that 3rd tower in a way that you can actually see it, like I'm about to show you. And I know that may be a little bit confusing right now, because I know I'm not really explaining anything about that 3rd tower yet. But I will do a video covering that. Covering all these towers soon, very soon. But for this video, that 3rd tower has now been spawned in, and it's right there. That's what it looks like. That's where it is when it's spawned in. It's always placed there, but its spawn is just disabled by default. Now there are scripts in the mission that will actually spawn in this tower at certain points, but this tower does not ever get spawned in at the same time as the other 2 towers that we've always seen for years. So how did I get this in? Well, I did have to mod it to enable it to always spawn in with the other 2 towers. But its location, its existence, I didn't really know about until pretty much recently. And then it got me thinking, why is it there? Is it ever used? Is it ever unused? And that's when I realized that once I dug in more to these towers, in fact, with the official Halo mod tools available now, I actually learned a lot about the true nature and true purpose of these towers. And it's actually very interesting what they're used for. And that will all be explained in an upcoming video. But just know that this tower, it is always here, it's just never a script to spawn it in at this point. But this is now what it looks like when we force it to spawn in. So, yep, this is the 3rd DaVinci Code tower, also the 6th tower on this mission. And these towers, in my original video covering these towers and what their purpose is, at least what I studied and researched at the time, I thought they were kind of like cut content or placeholders. Turns out I was mostly wrong. So I will do a video soon updating basically that previous video from like a decade ago and explaining once and for all what these towers are actually for. But in the meantime, hopefully you found this video to be interesting, and if you want to try out that method yourself of spawning the other 2 towers, it still works on MCC, so it's pretty fun to do, and it's very easy to do now with the Acrophobia skull. but you could do it without the acrophobia skull. And you can look up that method on my older videos from like a decade ago. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. And definitely stay tuned and subscribe to see the upcoming video about the true nature of these towers. So I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.